When it comes to building backlinks, there are many different strategies, but two strategies that everyone talks about is digital PR and guest posting. But which one works best for SEO, website traffic, and authority? Today I'm going to break that down so you know exactly where to focus your time and budget when building links to your website. And as always, if you want guaranteed press, check out weeare.co.uk and book a call with myself on the team. Okay, so first of all, what is guest posting? Guest posting is simple. You reach out to a website in your niche or related to the services you offer, and you write an article for another website, they publish it, and you get a link back to your website. It's been around for years, it works when done right, and it's a strategy that many SEOs use. The pros of guest posting is that you have full control of the content and the anchor text. It's predictable and scalable when done right, and it's great for building niche relevance. But there are downsides to it. First of all, it's pretty much against Google's terms and conditions, especially when you buy in the links, and most people these days are paying for guest posts. It can take a lot of time to create the content. Sometimes people need to build 30, 40 links per category page, sometimes across multiple categories. And if you pick low quality sites or the wrong sites, then typically it can either not move the needle at all, or it can get your website punished, and you'll see that search traffic actively come down. So what is digital PR? What's the difference, and is there any benefit over guest posting? So first of all, digital PR is different in terms of instead of asking for links or buying links, you earn them by creating stories that journalists want to cover. Think of data-led studies, expert commentary, or creative campaign that gets picked up in top-tier publications. Now, the pros of digital PR is they can get you links from huge websites such as the BBC, The Guardian, Forbes, Business Insider. You can see some of them on our website here. These are some of the places we get our clients featured in, and they are big websites. And when you get featured in these, not only can it send referral traffic, it can increase your authority, and of course, it increases your search engine rankings by building your brand. But there are some disadvantages of digital PR. Digital PR takes creativity, creates planning. There's no guarantee of getting featured in any of these publications if you hire an agency that don't offer any guarantees, I guess. And it can be more expensive if you're outsourcing it to an agency or running it from your own business. So what is better between the two? In my opinion, you should be using both if the search engines reflect that. So what I mean is by putting your website into Ahrefs, SEMrush, and looking at your competitors where you want to rank, have a look where they get their links from. Google will show you what websites it expects to see there. And in my experience, and I'll show you an example, this isn't a client of ours, but it's a well-known company that uses digital PR, and they've had some great success over the last 5 years, increasing their search traffic and becoming one of the leaders in their space. And they use a mixture of digital PR to build up their authority and then guest posting to rank their category pages. So I'll show you that right now. So I don't want to out this website or because they're not doing anything wrong or nothing like that. I just thought it was a great website to show the combination of digital PR and guest posting working together. As you can see, all the numbers on the app, they've been increasing their search traffic for the last few years. And as you can see, they're record highs right now. And I'll show you exactly why that is. If we go into the referring domains, as you can see, they've been featured on Bloomberg, Yahoo, Vogue, Tech Radar, The Times, The Sun, Bustle, Huffington Post, Glamour, Digital Journal, Vogue again, Tom's Guide, Parade, Scotsman. As you can see, massive authoritative websites. The DRs in the 90s, 91s, and if you scroll down, they've got pages and pages of these types of links. And sometimes, multiple links from same publications. Let's have a look. Vogue, Vogue only once, Yahoo twice, Bloomberg twice. Once you get a link to from places like this, Google's going to trust your domain, which then allows you to be a bit more aggressive with your guest posting. So if we go to the guest posting, I want to do this very quickly so you can't see too much. I don't want to give the strategy away, but as you can see, some of the keywords they rank for, massive keywords, a lot of search volume. And the way they're doing that is because they're category pages, and on the category pages, they get a link to from guest posts. So as you can see here, guest post, guest post, guest post, all using variations or having the main keyword close to the link, using branded searches. So they're doing this right, and as a result, their search traffic has gone through the roof. So when it comes to, as you can see, once again, they've done the same thing, built authoritative links to the homepage, and then the category page, cabin beds, which gets 20,000 searches a month, they've built 80 backlinks to it. And as you can see, once again, it's sleeper bed frame, cabin bed with storage, safe cabin bed for kids. They vary in the anchor text, but keeping it related to cabin beds, mid-sleeper beds, cabin beds for small rooms, for example. So what you want to do is have a look at what the search results show and then reflect that in your own link building. So when it comes to digital PR versus guest posts, I would always choose digital PR to begin with, because you need to build that authority to compete with your competitors. If you went straight in, let's say you had cabin beds and you built 80 backlinks from the same places to your own cabin beds page, this website's going to outrank you every single time, because they simply have more authority than you do. They have more trust. So build that authority, then look at how you can use guest posting to help. But I would always be cautious with guest posting, because if you do it wrong, then your page can get penalized. And what a lot of brands tend to do, they don't do guest posting right. They'll simply write, let's say, mom and dad blog, or mom and dad blog, and then for right for us. And what they'll tend to find is pages like this, they'll go on here and they'll just email this person, and more likely they'll request a payment. Now, I'm not saying the other company hasn't done that, but you need to be smart, because if you can do this, so can your competitors. And it's also easy for Google to know that you buy in backlinks, which is against the terms and conditions. So be careful. And I hope this video clears up the difference between guest blogging and digital PR.